11 seasons at least of sitcom television, if I'm doing my math right.
Did it correctly. Yes, sir. I did back to back. Yeah.
222 episodes
Yeah.
starring in sitcoms.
Yeah. How about that?
Insane.
And
How about that?
it means the world that I got to do that, man. The fact I got to go back to back. Dude, we were talking a little bit earlier this week, and I told you my friend put that list together with people who've had back to back successful sitcoms. There's
Yes.
Ted Danson, Bob Newhart, Julia Louise Dreyfus, Tim Allen, and me.
Two more.
Who else?
Kelsey Grammer.
Kelsey,
He
that's
was,
right.
even though he was supporting on Cheers, but
Ah,
then another one,
both, yeah, both hits, yeah.
the other one, because my daughter watches it like crazy, is Malcolm in the Middle, is Patricia Heaton.
Patricia Heaton again. That's it. It's such rare, like to get one
Rare air.
is crazy, but to have two happen to you, unbelievable.
And correct me if I'm wrong. How many pilots, like, did you star in any other pilots but those two? I mean,
Brother, leading up to Mike and Molly, for a decade, I did 13 pilots. Now, pilot season, as you know, used to be a small time where they don't do it anymore. There was like a 3-month window where all the new productions would ramp up. Every pilot that got bought was getting cast. And I got into 13 pilots and I was 0 for 13. 0 for 13, brother. 0 for nothing. In fact, one year I got to the network test. That's the final test before you go to be on the show. And then at CBS, we used to call this place the Dungeon. It was CBS Fairfax, and you'd go in, nobody talked to you in the lobby, they'd go right this way. And it was built to intimidate you because I guess they figured if you're going to crack under this pressure, there's no way you're carrying a show. So they would put you in an elevator and you would go down to the basement where you would go into a room that had like that it had that like like that music studio wall where sound just fucking evaporates, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And you would be in a chair with one light on you like you were being interrogated for Law and Order. And then the executives would sit in the dark in these theater seats. And one year I got into the playoffs 3 times. And I didn't get any of them. But the third one that I went in there, I thought, you know what, man? They've seen me twice this year already. I'm going to show them how funny I am because it's CBS. And I was still very heavy. So before the audition started, I go, hey, listen, if I don't get this one, can you guys put me on Survivor so I could drop a few pounds? Pete, nothing. It hit the back of the wall and it absorbed into that foam. They didn't laugh. And then I just broke into a sweat. It was just.
Are you serious? I thought you were going to tell me they didn't even need me to read the lines. They
No,
were
they
like, you
sent me
got
home.
it.
No, they sent me home, no job.
Oh my God. So for the listeners that might not completely understand, when you audition for a sitcom and you get to different levels, the very last level is now you go in front of the network executives.
Correct. Yes.
And everybody making the show at this point pretty much wants you, or maybe there's another choice.
Usually the way it used to work was like first you had to get through casting. If casting liked you, they passed you to producers. If the producers like you, they would send you to network for network approval. And by the time you get to network, there's 3 of you, but you don't know who you are. And the 3 setup is like this, and you don't learn this till later in your career. First is the guy that the producers want. Second is the guy that's supposed to do just a good enough job that you see that your choice was right. And the third guy's just a fall guy. But you don't know who you are in that scenario. So you just got to go in there and out. In fact, I did a show. I auditioned, I guess it was about 2008, and I auditioned for a show called The Fighting Fitzgeralds. And Brian Dennehy was the dad, and he even during the auditions, I met him during a chemistry reading. He's like, "Well, you got the eyes and the waistline right." Like he really liked me. And so what I found out later was I was the guy that was supposed to do just good enough to make the other guy look good because the producers wanted the other guy. And the network liked me, so they cast me. But then the producers got their way and I got fired the day of the table read. So I got sent home from that day.
I mean, the fact that you have so much accomplishments makes it easier to talk about this stuff. But that's devastating.
Oh.
I mean, I wrote on a sitcom. I know what it's like when they do a table read for one of these actors to get fired afterwards would be like really upsetting to that person.
Yeah.
Did they give you a reason?
They wanted this other guy. And I didn't know how to not take that personally back then.
Oh, yeah.
So the way I reacted, I got to give Jamie Widows credit though. Jamie Widows, who played Otter in Animal House and went on to become a great sitcom director, directed Mom, Two and a Half Men. He did some of those, Big Bang. He's a great guy. And we're still friends to this day. But he's from Pittsburgh and he came upstairs and he said, listen, I don't know if I'm supposed to be up here or not, but I'm going to let you know they're going to let you go. He goes, I love what you do. I love that you're a Pittsburgher, but I'm going to tell you they're going to let you go. But I want you to know it had nothing to do with your performance, Billy. They just see this character as this other guy. So I know it's going to be hard. You're going to get paid for the week, so they'll take some of the sting out of it. But I want you to understand it wasn't your performance. It's just they want this guy. And I said, okay, okay. And then he left my dressing room. I sat there for a second and they had given me a basket. You know, you get a basket back in the day, like welcome to the team and the family, you know, and it had like a wine bottle and some chocolates and some oranges. And again, Pete, I was a young man. I wasn't very mature. I took that entire basket, jammed it in the toilet, flushed it, let it run, and left the studio.
Oh. Can you imagine if years later they're like, listen, we're about to give you the part of Mike and Molly, and we have one executive here apparently was working on an old pilot where you clogged the toilet on your way out. We can't have that behavior. You're out. Like
that's the lesson. That's the lesson.
Yeah.